So the first episode, we talked about some stuff in the Facebook group chat. I've got another treasure from the Facebook group chat that I painstakingly searched through for days.
Oh, good. Please share.
I'm glad
sure that I've forgotten this and that I'm going to feel maybe really bad about it.
Oh, no.
I'm glad every retarded thing I've ever said is archived on a server or someplace.
Actually, I found out because I was trying to scroll through it, and then because I had so much cache in one window, my browser crashed. So I found out
a term that we will only use about our computers.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. So when I was living in DC, Corey was going to come down and visit, and I wanted to record a video, and I had this idea where basically it's like Lincoln's ghost has stolen my 1988 Giants World Series baseball cards in an effort to gather the most cursed things in the world to either go back in time to change history or to bring himself back to life. So I was going to go to the National Mall and go up to the Lincoln Memorial and do some filming up there. So I was asking the group, I'm like, hey guys, what do you guys have any ideas for some things that I could probably put in this video? So this is, and we'll probably have to edit this.
Is this us? We're the group?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't remember this at all.
Yeah. So we'll probably have to edit this to make it a little bit more entertaining and to because I'm just going to read this and try to make it interesting. So yeah, we'll probably have to edit
and we
this
all
part.
know how that fucking goes.
Oh yeah.
Evidence A, look at the last 2 years of our show.
So Nick, I'm pitching it. I said, okay, actually it should be the 1989 Giants baseball cards because that's when the World Series got canceled because a giant earthquake made the Bay Bridge collapse and kill thousands of people in San Francisco. And then Nick says, oh, maybe he should come back to life and finish some Pam he was in the middle of. What the fuck are you talking about, Nick?
Well, that's my phone's predictive text going off.
What? Finish some Pam. Maybe
I think I meant to say plan.
Okay, that makes more sense. I like how none of us draw.
I thought it would be.
Okay,
finish off Pam, that bitch.
Right. So anyway, he's trying to come back to life, and for some reason, none of the reasons of why Lincoln wants to come back to life bother me. I just want my shit back. So okay. So we can get it I'm pitching the idea. I'm like, okay, we can get a shot of when Lincoln comes back to life, he immediately contracts some disease that didn't exist back then and just dies or something like that. And some of the items that were pitched,
That's pretty good.
so it's he goes through things that were cursed throughout history, some things that are obvious, other things that are not. Maybe he has Hitler's car. He's trying to get Hitler's car, O.J. Simpson's glove, and then maybe the script to Star Wars Episode 1.
Honk,
so we got some stuff like that. And then let's see. And then Nick, you suggested the camera that took the last picture of Princess Diana.
Yep, I knew there would be something I would regret. I mean, not really, but
yeah. So let's see. And then I kind of go into the whole synopsis of real quick. I was the synopsis was, this is before Rick and Morty had come out. So I said, I stumble into a room that has Corey in it. I'm convinced that due to my prized possession of the 1989 Giants baseball cards are missing, it could have been none other than the ghost of Lincoln that stole them from me. I convinced Corey to help me get them back by confronting his ghost, but the only way to do that is that we have to go to the Lincoln Memorial. When we are there, I start saying awful things to lure his ghost out. At this time, Corey is dumbfounded and still can't believe that 1, ghosts exist, and 2, Lincoln really did steal my shit.
How high does your budget have to be where you can feasibly get away with trying to go at night to the Lincoln Memorial and film yourself swearing at the statue?
I mean, you could just lip sync it at first and dub it in later, but I was thinking for the scene to really work, for the comedic punch to land, at some point you would have to take all your clothes off.
Well, I mean, it's not I don't think it's like a public park. You can just walk up there any time of day or night.
No, they close it. Yeah, they do close it.
Yeah.
So,
even the outside part?
Yeah, I think they do. Because whenever they had the the budget crisis, they closed down the National Mall. Okay, so Nick, you're pitching why Lincoln might be coming back. Lincoln should be coming back to complete a ritual to be a Lich. The Civil War was a cover to gather souls or some such. He didn't actually care about slavery. He was just trying to enslave all of humanity anyways.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. And then
strategy in Civ.
And then Keith suggested that Thomas Jefferson was also trying to get back to bang Michelle Obama.
Jesus.
Oh, God. Fuck.
And then
That dates that joke.
Yep, it does a little bit. Yeah, this is written in
do a period
2014. And then Keith, you finally pipe up after. Oh yeah, Lincoln has everything he needs, and then he just has to wait until midnight on President's Day to be able to do the ceremony. I liked that a lot.
It's like Halloween for regular ghosts.
Yeah, except all the presidents are able to walk the earth one more time on Halloween, but only until midnight. And then Keith, this is Keith where you start coming up and you're like, I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but you say, don't forget Victor David Brenner. His initials are on every penny. Can be like a conspiracy, sign or part of some summoning ritual. He does.
That's something I said?
Yeah, that's what you said. I don't know how you knew who the hell this was. I don't know. Let's see. And then,
what the fuck is it talking about?
And then you start talking about how Lincoln is trying to prove that he's the ghost of Lincoln by having like evidence of like copper flankings in his beard or something.
Oh, flankings, yeah.
Yeah, from like the penny. Let's see. And then I don't know what these words are supposed to mean, but you say them all. You say, he seems paranoid and broken. Ectoplasm, it smells like mint, etc. They just kind of, they're there. You just said it.
Tossing out a lot of ideas. I mean, I get it. What's so hard to understand about it?
Minty ectoplasm.
And then it's almost as if you're talking about something else completely. You're just giving another thought. You say, yeah, he barges in on his friend and he asks him what this is all about. He holds up a $5 bill, all twitchy and psychotic. I don't. Are you paying me $5 to drive you somewhere? Maybe he gets Lincoln's ghost out by putting a penny into one of those penny crusher things.
That's the ritual to summon him.
Yeah, like they make commemorative coins by pressing them. Like first he's gonna try to destroy a $5, but no way, I'm not destroying $5. They go and make a smush penny.
I think maybe that was supposed to be the thing, the inciting incident to convince the friend to take you, I guess, for Corey to take you to the memorial is holding up a $5 bill covered in minty ectoplasm.
Right. Oh, okay. That makes a little bit more sense.
Well, then what the fuck is this all about?
Did you put mint jelly in my $5?
So, okay, we smush the penny and then get Abe all good and pissed off. Talk loudly about Canada's examples in phasing out the penny and making the $5 bill plastic. Then, oh boy, ooh. Lincoln has himself a freak out. And then when Lincoln shows up, all he does is mentions everything in units of scores.
Stupid.
And then you say, Kyle retorts he scored with his mom or something as such.
Oh, I like it. Write this one up and
it's already written. I'm reading it to you right now.
We'll never do anything with it.
And then you say Corey can't appreciate his Ninja Turtles like humor because he is freaking the hell out. and then this is I liked all that. I liked all that when you pitched it. And then this is where it just gets fucking off the rails and like impossible. Something we can never ever do now.
As is every fucking script that we have that Keith has had a hand in.
This is why I wanted to find this because I loved it. So and then after we summon the ghost of Lincoln, we get pulled into a quasi afterlife thing. I drag Corey with me. I didn't need to, but I did. And then I say, as I'm pulling him, I told you, if I go down, I'm taking you with me. I said it daily since you moved in. And then I guess we're in like a Gettysburg hell, which is basically Gettysburg, from what I understand.
We made that joke about Nashville years later. Weird.
Yeah.
Full circle. Okay. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah. And then you said, we find the ghost of Lincoln in hell. Turns out only dogs go to heaven. Or jellyfish or something. It's like
Only what?
Only
Jellyfish.
Like either
Yeah.
dogs go to heaven or jellyfish.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. And then Kyle doesn't care. All the more reason to get his cards back. Now he reasons. Lincoln threatens to emancipate his head from his body. They end up in a sort of weird ghost party. Lincoln is lying low until the moment of judgment. All the ghosts from history are hanging out and being sex perverts. Kyle and Corey.
They would.
Kyle and Corey get roped into a high-stakes game of poker Russian roulette, except with dicks involved. Oh, there it is. You finally got the dick out. You finally got to the dick thing.
Keith, of what year is this? 2010?
This is 2014.
Okay, 2014, Keith. This is 2017, Keith saying, whoa.
And then Kyle leaves Corey to handle a high-stakes bet while he sneaks off in search of his cards. They make a break for it. Kyle keeps the ghost at bay with like a penny or a souvenir that summons the devil.
Pretty extreme jump between the two.
Yeah. It should be something that he mentions or shows off early. Maybe Kyle makes it back, but Corey is stuck in hell being raped by ghosts.
Christ.
Ghost of presidents.
Yeah.
Sorry, Corey. I don't know what came over me.
Yeah. But then he concludes his story to another friend or a girl he's trying to impress. And then it just says, end by leaving a jack-o'-lantern on the memorial. Ghost Jackson comes out. Drudge Report loses its mind.
I guess
All
the
right.
jack-o'-lantern's supposed to be like laying flowers at a grave or something, maybe?
You didn't really go into too much detail.
Something, I don't know. I'm not exactly sure.
I think I
much
I
detail,
remember
huh?
at the time you were going through like a jack-o'-lantern kick at the time. So you were just like saying like leave a jack-o'-lantern everywhere.
I can believe it.
This was like post-moth
I
phase.
did go through that's what I was trying to talk about earlier, the moth kick. I do go on these weird little stretches, I guess, of where like every single joke or story I come up with ends the same way for no reason.
Yeah. Like
and for a while, it was somebody turns into a moth.
Yeah, you really hit your Kafka stride.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the Lincoln Lich story that Keith, I don't know, improved or made worse. I can't decide.
We can. It took years, but we came up with a good title. Now we can use Shadow Lincoln for it.
Yeah.
Shadow Lincoln.
Yeah, it's true. It's weird that like those two things were not related, but it seems like we've always had a soft spot in our hearts for Lincoln being truly evil.
I like
we are Trump
the
supporters.
group headcanon that Lincoln has always been like maligned towards humanity and like steered the country into civil war. You know,
Yeah.
something like Full Metal Alchemist to just amass as many lost human lives as he could for his own purposes.
Oh, Victor David Brenner, according to Wikipedia, is the guy who designed the American cent, and his initials are indeed hidden on the corner of the coin.
Why and how did you know that back in
I don't know.
2014?
I didn't know it now. I knew it back then and forgot
Why
about it.
did you?
Shit.
Oh God,
I learned something from myself.
that's
Damn.
impressive. Not many
A
people.
ghost from the past came back and educated me on something stupid.